Welcome, everyone, to the Tale Untold podcast, where we play D&D and test just how long Sir Aberforth can last on only magic berries. I am Bradley, your dungeon master, tonight joined by Matt.
Hello, friends. How you doing? I play Danyan Silverleaf of the Sindrin Silverleafs, exiled and having way too much fun slaying goblins in the dark.
I am also joined by Jacob.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I play Gyuk, the cute little monster.
As well as Kyle.
Hello there, I'm Kyle, and I play as Sir Aberforth, the skilled actor who decided one day that in order to truly reach his full potential, he will no longer play incredibly dashing and brilliant rogues, and instead become one himself.
Yes. And finally, Mike.
Hi everyone, I'm Mike and I play Mirth and his little raven pal Wit, who apparently like to put goblins to sleep so that they can be silently murdered.
That was good. Well, last we left off, our adventurers had captured the goblin Tybalt. After causing a stir in the monstrous city, Tybalt led them to a prisoner holding area where orcs now stand guard. After some convincing, Tybalt burst out to cause a distraction. He attempted to lure the guards away, but the orcs seemed only confused by his ramblings. The party now stands cramped in a tunnel, just out of sight from the orcs and Tybalt. The air is salty. Seawater sloshes in the far side of the room. A beat-up boat rocks in the water, pulling creaky ropes taut with each swell. In the center of the chamber are 5 large pits. Each is lined with wooden stakes, driven into the rock at odd angles. A rickety platform floats over them, supported by a network of cables spanning across the room. Now, can everyone please roll initiative?
Why do I feel like we're about to be challenged to a game of riddles?
Ouch.
Ooh, that's not good.
9.
Ooh! Yeah! 3.
Now, I'm not saying that I haven't touched my character sheet since the last time we talked, but we're level 2, correct?
2.
Yeah.
Thank gosh.
2.
Okay.
You're not saying that, but you are saying that.
Hey, I double-checked myself.
I rolled a 6, by the way.
It's better than double wrecking yourself. Oh, 19 plus 3, 22.
Okay, one more time from everyone.
9.
6 from me.
22 for me.
Ooh! We're
It
initiative twins.
Just to double check, you can't do a nat 1 or nat 20 on an initiative, right? Like you don't crit success or crit fail?
It's just a 1 plus your initiative, whatever that happens to be.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just
gotcha.
a number.
I rolled a 2, but I thought I might as well check in case.
I rolled a 3. Wow, your
If you rolled a 1,
initiative
you
must
sit
be
out the
good.
battle and you just leave.
Yeah, my I have a +4, so I'm doing okay.
You're good.
I have an excuse. I'm a human. I don't have dark vision, so my initiative of 9 makes a little bit more sense.
What is the
Matt,
light situation going
Mike,
on
what
here?
was yours?
6.
Also.
I'll be going after Sir Aberforth. He presumably has an 18 dex, and I have a 16. Yuck, you're leading the charge here.
Apparently.
The little kobold that could.
Do we see anybody?
I think we're around the corner. Still.
Is there? We draw out kind of like the area where they are.
Yeah, you guys are around the corner. I think you've peeked around, so you know that there's 5 pits, each about 15 feet across. They're kind of in a circular pattern. And then on the far side, there's a water canal that you can't really see. You just kind of hear water and can see kind of the reflections on the top. And then that's about all you guys have caught so far.
Gotcha. So I would have to move a little bit in to be able to see anything.
What are you looking for?
Something to shoot at.
Yeah, so you can hear, because Tybalt was talking with the orcs. They're kind of in this corner area, and So you know where they are, at least where Tybalt is and where a couple of orcs talking to him are.
And this orc that I see like right over here is.
This is, I
right
think
there.
that's. This guy would be. Are these? Let's get one of
Tybalt?
these Tybalt. Tybalt. This is not really to scale. These pits are more than 5 feet.
Okay.
But we can do it a bit more clear to the mic for this one.
Cool.
Okay, that'll be fine.
All right. I'm gonna come and peek around the corner. And does Tybalt count as an ally?
Yeah, Tybalt doesn't see. You guys intimidated him sufficiently. Remember, you made it clear that he knew that you guys could do worse things to him than the orcs. So he's, unless you guys piss him off, he's on your side at the moment.
Cool.
Or at least kind of neutral.
So then I will shoot in one of them next to Tybalt's.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. And then can someone add a couple features here? So over this way is the water. And then now that you're fully in the room, you can see there's a platform up here and over here. You can see there's a single goblin over here.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I peek over and I shoot, and I got a 17 to hit
That'll hit.
for 6 force damage, and then 2 from the genie's wrap.
8 total.
And then I hide. There's at least 2. So, good luck.
And then
And I step back.
Good luck.
you saw a goblin over here. These are orcs.
All right.
I believe in all of you.
Yes.
This. So this is a surprise round. They were not expecting people to pop up. So we're gonna skip the goblins. We're gonna skip the orcs. Danyan, your move.
So I'm gonna turn around and say to Mirth, I think we'd have fun. So when I cause some noise, I'm going to take care of the friends that we have that are close up near us. Those 2 orcs. Would you do me a favor and take care of the goblins who isn't running cause trouble? That'd be handy.
Sounds good to me.
I don't like the idea of him running off and getting more friends. Okay, very well. Here we go. Danyan, being fleet-of-foot and good with a crossbow, gonna take out his light crossbow
Okay.
and right about there, because I think right about there I have enough of a shot around the corner to hit the orc that's right there.
Yep.
He's the one I'm aiming for.
Okay.
Don't care about this guy, because again, don't want them running.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to stealth up to there so they don't see me, so I can get my sneak attack, if you don't mind. Quietly.
Yeah, you are.
Your surprise rounds, you automatically get advantage anyways.
Hey, I'm just saying, for this purposes of the role playing and all that.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
record, I rolled a 22 on stealth.
Um,
Okay,
Yeah, you're.
so
They do
Here we
not
go.
know you're there. You can go ahead with advantage.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
I would hope so.
Beefy sick. Beefy orc. Okay. What do you get for damage?
That's a grand total of. Okay, gotta do my math. Okay, so with sneak attack in total, that's a grand total of 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. So your arrow goes across. It's flying over these spiked pits. There's 2 of them you're shooting over, and it's gonna hit him right square in the eyes, and he's gonna drop. So this one is down.
DED dead.
DED dead. So if that changes what you're doing next.
Scratch 1.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Then I'm going to bonus action hide around the corner as a rogue to continue my stealthy sniping of death.
You're kind of over here, behind the corner. Okay. Oh ho. Doo-doo. That's Danny and Sir Aberforth.
So, quick question. If I were to move over here, would I be able to hit this orc over here without Tybalt counting as cover?
Yeah, if you got that far. I mean, Tybalt's... Again, the range is kind of mixed up. So these pits are each about 15 feet. So...
I'll redraw that. What's the basic diameter of this room? It's probably much bigger as well.
I mean, to scale, this is about right. So if each one of these squares is like 15 feet, yeah, that...
Okay. Cool. We'll just
So
play
like
it that
the
way.
scale's right. It's just, yeah, not the standard 5 foot.
We miniaturize our people.
So that means I can move about 2 squares, right?
Yeah, about so.
Hey, little one.
So I'd probably be able to get to about here. And with that, I'm going to fire, and for the sake of flavor, he's going to run, pull out an arrow, leap into the air, and try. And so, ideally, the last thing this orc's going to see is just an elf floating in mid-air with a bow drawn.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, hold on.
Oh no.
Give me a second while I remember how math works.
It's okay.
Teacher.
There's this thing
English
called
teacher.
summer.
They don't
fair
pay me to
enough.
know what numbers are.
Don't worry, as a history teacher, that's my common joke. I'm not a math teacher. They don't pay me to do number work.
All right, so it's Dex plus proficiency plus the roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's slightly less terrible. I got an 11.
Okay, 11 is not gonna make it.
All right, so he still like goes for it, trying to be as cool as possible. And then kind of slams to the floor and then pops back up.
I love it. But-
Lucky miss.
Lucky miss. Okay. Mirth, you're up unless Aberforth's doing anything with the bonus action.
I'm gonna say probably.
Okay.
All right. So I kind of drew this, but I don't know. Is there an egress from this room other than the way we came in and the water?
There's one kind of over here, as well, where the Tybalt was kind of trying to point them out this one, but you drew it over here. Let's have one over there too.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
All right. I'm just trying
and-
to get an
yeah.
idea of where people will be moving. All right. Okay, so 15 feet. So really, we're quite far away from all these guys.
Yeah.
So that's
So you guys are all
75.
in this map. You're all like here. I know it's all spaced out, but you're really, right behind this edge. You guys is where you guys were hiding.
Okay.
So like there.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're in that.
So that's still
where you
like
can-
75 feet towards like the orc, and like nearly 100 feet to the goblin. All right. I don't want him moving off. I'm going to do my bonus action to use my sword dance,
Okay.
which will give me +4 to AC. And then I'm going to do a dash across the room
Okay.
to this guy. So my normal walking speed is... Oh, and plus it gives me 10 extra feet of movement. My normal
cool.
walking speed is 35, so it goes up to 45, and dash makes it 90. I'm hoping that gets me right next to him if I do like a full-on dash across the room.
So
Does that
he's
seem
on an
about right?
elevated platform. You
Oh,
can.
okay.
I think you can get to this location just fine.
How far
but he
elevated?
is. It's like 15 feet,
Okay.
and he's got some cover. There's kind of like a railing wall that he's.
Okay. Climbing is half speed, right?
Yes.
So it cost me like 30 feet of movement to get up there. All right. So I can't run over there and climb up in the same turn.
Yeah, not if you're trying to get into melee with him.
Okay.
You could have told
changes
me.
my
There is
thought.
kind of a platform here. I drew it in. It's just kind of like supported by cables from the ceiling. But
Okay.
it's over here.
All right. Do the cables go over to this other platform?
Yeah, basically the cables are rigged such that they can move this platform to anywhere in this room.
Okay.
So there's kind of like diagonal cables.
And how
that
far
can
are the
be-
cables up from the floor?
They would go to like just above the so if this is 15 feet up, there's like 10 feet of room, and then there's the cables attached at kind of
What
25
about-
feet.
What about over here in the middle? Like, is it the same distance, like about 30 feet up?
This platform is about 5 feet off the ground at the moment.
Okay. So what I want, tell me if this is plausible.
Mhm.
I want to dash across the room, jump onto the platform, swing
Mhm.
up onto the cables, tight walk rope over to this guy and land down in front of him.
You want to tightrope off the cables.
Yeah.
In
so
one
like,
turn?
I have
How
90
much
feet of
movement speed
movement.
do you have?
I have 90 feet of movement on a dash.
That's a lot.
So you
Yes.
can. So the cables, they kind of go up. It's not like attached to the corner of the platform. It's attached to. There's like a cable like holding it up in the middle. So the actual like rigging is
Mhm.
5 feet above, or like 7 feet above the platform itself. So you could like
Mhm.
reach them with your hands, swinging up onto them. It's kind of a hell of an acrobatics check.
You know what? I'm gonna do it because that would be awesome, and I want to be awesome, and I get bonuses to my acrobatics because I'm blade singing. So if
Okay.
I'm gonna do something awesome
This
with
is the time.
acrobatics, now is the time.
Okay.
And I have my
Um,
crazy mirthful leap stuff too, which allows me to do extra high jumps. So
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about like any extra lost movement for jumping up 5 feet a couple times. Okay, can I get an acrobatics check?
yes, please, I will do it. And I'm not gonna use that one. This one's better. All right.
Quit pulling your punches. Use the good
okay.
dice.
So that's probably not going to do it, but let's see. That will be 14.
That will, you do most of it. So if your plan is to, you get up here, you hop up here, you're trying to jump onto this cable. About here, you're gonna get a little wobbly, and it's clear to you that you're not gonna be able to maintain like tight roping on this cable. You can choose to drop down and be hanging from the cable, holding onto it, or you can drop to the ground if you'd rather do that. But you get that far before kind of knowing that you're losing your balance. These are not very tight ropes, and but you're graceful enough that you can kind of make a choice there.
All right. Well, that's fairly cool. I'm still impressed with how well Mirth's done. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll drop down. I'll be like tightrope walking along it, like looking like I'm gonna make it the whole way, and then I like lose my footing at the second, maybe slip on a bit of slime or something on the thing. Then I'm gonna fall down and like one arm reach up, grab it, and kind of monkey swing back and forth a bit as I finish my turn.
So you're gonna stay kind of hanging from it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like prone, so it's like you're kind of using your movement for that. Okay, so you're hanging from the cable there. Are you gonna do anything with the bonus action?
I use my bonus action to do my blade
blitzing.
song.
Got it. Okay, cool. Then that is to Gyuk.
Okay, I come back into the room. How much does Mirth really look like he wants this goblin and not want me to just shoot him from here?
He, looks pretty intent on it, I would think.
All right, then
Doing all
I
his
will.
acrobatics
I
for it.
will walk underneath the platform and I'll shoot this orc next to our friend Tybalt.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sharing like, I got it.
Can you make your attack?
Oof, 13 to hit.
13 to hit will hit. That is the armor class.
Oh jeez.
Go ahead and roll damage.
It was 8 force and 2 Junie's Wrath, so 10 total.
Okay. That will knock him out. Is
You got this
Yeah.
one, Ruth, I promise.
okay.
Bonus action, blow a customer.
Bonus reaction, grab the kiss and stick it on my cheek.
You're gonna be so mad if someone comes out of your like melee range now and you can't attack them because you used your reaction already.
Hey,
It's
it's
worth
worth
it.
it. Worthy cause. It's fine.
It's worth it.
Okay. Then it is going to be the goblins. So this goblin is going to fire at Mirth.
Of course he is. This one point.
That is point. Ooh, that's probably gonna hit.
You have to get better than
Short
20.
That is a 22. We rolled an 18.
Holy
Oh.
jeez.
Okay. Shield?
Shield?
Shield.
Sure. Okay. He shoots his arrow, trying to hit you. You're kind of swinging, so he's maybe already kind of struggling, and then your shield pops up and deflects it. Fantastic. Then another goblin that copy this
Are there more
Um,
goblins?
is gonna pop up on a similar kind of elevated
shit.
thing here. He is gonna fire at Sir Aberforth. That's who this person is, right?
Lucius Malfoy.
Malfoy. Yeah.
That's out before.
Yeah.
That is a 15 to hit.
Ooh, I got a 16 AC.
Okay, so that'll miss.
Sweet.
So he fires there, and then he is going to kind of go back here behind. So there's a bit of a good stuff. There is a platform here that he's on, similar to the other side, and it kind of goes around a corner. And he is going to then move out of sight. So this is kind of last place he saw him, but he popped around the corner. And then that well, this guy he shot, he's gonna move this way and take a bit of, and kind of duck down. So Mirth, you've still got eyes on him, but he's got full cover from anyone on the ground.
Cool.
This orc is dead, right? So that is
Scratch this guy.
He's got a red ring of death.
but don't scratch him yet. It's because there's also going to be one more orc coming out. I'm just gonna copy him. He's a fresh orc. So this orc is gonna come out. He is gonna get to here. He is gonna see Gyuk and charge him and attack with his great axe.
Well, that's not what I read.
Ooh, that is a 22 to hit.
Well, yeah, I'm a caster.
I love it.
Of course that hits.
No shield. It didn't hit the last one, you know. Okay, that is 9 points of damage
Oof,
with
okay.
his great axe. Tybalt, he was a goblin. He's gonna hide. He's just running away. I guess he's gonna peek, but he's hiding.
Don't go
Okay.
too far, Tybalt.
That ought to be them to Danian.
Go, Matt. Go. Go,
I
Matt.
accidentally
Go.
zoomed weird, and now
Yeah,
I can't
where
see
did-
that.
Where did Gyuk go?
There it goes. Okay.
Oh,
I
you
totally
did.
zoomed
Okay.
my map weird somehow, and I could not see anything, and I was trying to fix it. Okay, New Orc has popped out, or is that Tybalt?
New orc is in melee with
What's
New orc
your
is over
New
here.
Orc here?
In
Okay.
melee
Goblin
with
up
Right
Gyuk.
here, there's a
Goblin up
raised
here.
platform. How high is that platform raised?
15 feet.
All right. Probably not gonna be able to scale that unless there's some handholds there.
Yeah, not really. Again, there are the cables to get up there, attached to that platform.
Not worth
Um,
it to me.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a ways for you.
I'll let Tybalt know that we love him.
Blow him a kiss.
Do I need
Bonus action
to
kiss.
roll stealth in order to have advantage on the attack since I did hide last round?
You are hidden. What kind of attack are you doing? Are you just
I'm
trying
gonna
to
take
shoot
my
an arrow?
crossbow and shoot across to the guy fighting Tybalt.
Yeah, if you're making a range shot, that's fine. You can do that from hiding.
Okay.
If you're gonna try to sneak up and hit him, that'd be different.
I'm assuming you
From
mean
this
fighting
point-
me, not Tybalt.
Yeah, from this point here, I'm probably going to stay in the room so I won't be bonus action hiding.
Sure.
Alright,
Okay.
it's 21.
To the orc.
That's my first roll.
Oh, yeah.
So it's definitely going to hit him.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For
okay, roll
8
damage.
plus 14.
14 total.
14 total. Since, since I was hidden, I got sneak attack off of that. But now I'm out in the open and everyone can see me.
Yeah. Okay, anything with bonus action?
I'm going to use my stowing action to stow my crossbow after firing that shot at the orc. Draw my cane
All right.
in its full concealed length, so it's a long bludgeoning weapon. I'm not dual wielding.
Mhm.
And I'm going to, pardon me, bonus action dodge.
Oh, okay.
Take the dodge action, make myself a little bit less squishy.
Okay.
Cunning action.
Cunning action.
All right, we're good.
Okay. Then Sir Aberforth.
I'm probably going to just dash on over here. And then I'm going to train my bow right about here. And ready and attack so that when the goblin pops out, an arrow will fly.
Awesome. Okay.
I think that'll be all.
All right. Mirth.
All right. So I'm going to hand over hand the rest of the way on over to the platform, drop down, and then use my next 15 feet of movement to get into melee range with the goblin.
Okay. Yeah, that should be able to do
That's
that.
doable?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I still have 45 feet of movement, so hopefully that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, let's make it with that.
Then I will use my stow draw action to pull out my other short sword, and then I'm going to go to town on this guy.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
All right, so that is a 15.
15 will hit.
All right, and so this is a booming blade attack.
Sure.
Should have declared ZB4. All right, 6 plus 3, that's a 9.
Okay, you're gonna hit him. The wind is gonna flare around him, and then it's gonna kind of dissipate as he collapses and falls dead.
All right, cool.
That's enough to get him.
When the plan comes together.
Haha.
Let's see.
Okay, that's
That's my action. Don't think I can bonus action. Unless, do I have any more movement? Do you think at this point? Do I have enough to jump down and get into melee range with orc?
I mean,
boy?
you can. I'll let you jump down as no movement, since you're just kind of falling.
So, over to this guy here.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll do like one of my mirthful leaps. But I guess then
Yeah.
I'll take damage because that's 15 feet of jumping, right?
Oh, that is. Yeah, that
Could
would
I,
be.
Could I like drop down, grab the edge of the railing, and then like drop myself down a little bit further? I won't be in melee range, but I'll like be down
gonna, like,
here. It's
slide
like
down
a
the
slow
wall.
climb. Yeah, a slow, slow fall
yeah,
down the wall.
yeah, you can slide down the wall. You won't be in melee range, but you'll be. Yeah, you can avoid damage that way. That
And
should be
then
fine.
and then I'll So we don't really have much in the way of healing, so damage avoidance is my primary goal right now. Hence using the shield
I have
early
health
on.
potions.
Yeah, fair enough. But still,
Yeah,
and then I'm
okay,
gonna
good. Don't
shout
worry.
out to the orc and say, "Hey there, green little man. You think you can possibly look this way? I am distracting you." Yeah, Mirth is not
Okay.
good with like on the spot improv.
I love
So
it.
he's like, it's just this very awkward, like, try
Yeah.
and distract him kind of thing.
Okay. Cool.
I mean,
That
to be
was
fair,
Mirth.
shouting "I'm distracting you" at an opponent is kind of distracting.
It is,
Yeah,
but not
it
like,
really-
witty or punny or anything like that.
No. Okay. That's Yuck then.
All right, the orc that just hit me, he's been hit by other people.
One in front of you. Yeah, you can see he's taken 14 damage.
Okay, cool. I guess
You're not.
it's in melee range, so I'm gonna put away my hand that shoots the Eldritch Blast, and as I do that, I pull out a dagger and I go for him.
Okay.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby,
Stabby,
stabby.
stabby. Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
23.
That will hit.
The damage is not going to be great. 4 total damage.
That will be enough. How do you kill him? With
I
your
go-
little dagger.
I go, ah! And I kind of like wince and look down and then just shove a shiv upward and I accidentally hit his kidney.
Whoops.
And he drops.
God. Okay.
Brown
yeah, that's
blood
enough to drop
oozing
him.
out.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, this goblin. What is he gonna do?
Is he in my line of sight? This like far out vantage wise?
I think he's got. Since you're kind of at the same level as him, you've. Oh no, you just dropped down.
I did.
So,
what,
but
maybe I
you're
would have seen him coming
you're
down.
very far. He's probably got like 3/4 cover for you. You can like
Okay.
see that he's
Okay.
there. Okay, he's gonna pop out to attack, but was it Sir Aberforth who had a ready action?
Yeah.
Dude.
You can go ahead and take that shot. He's gonna have half cover still up here, since you're still
Okay.
down there. But shoot your
No
shot.
berries. 16.
16. That's gonna miss with the half cover. It's gonna
Ooh,
look
okay.
like right to like it was. His AC is 15, so just barely misses with the half cover. So
So it lands like right where his spleen would be, but instead just slams into a piece of wood.
yeah, it like gets caught. Probably just like nicks the top of the like wooden kind of railing wall on the platform there and kind of like bounces off.
Okay.
Kind of skips off the top of it. Okay, so that was your ready to action. So he's gonna come down, or he's gonna pop out here, and he's going to shoot at. At a whole cast of options.
Fish in a barrel.
Yeah. Has anyone taken damage? Who's taken damage?
I
I
am.
should be writing down.
Yuck has.
How much damage have you taken? 9. Subtract. You guys do. Well, Aberforth just shot at him, so he's gonna shoot back at Aberforth.
I'm rude.
Yeah. It like scoots past him, and he's like, okay, now I know who I'm shooting at. Oh, that's probably not gonna hit though. That is a 9 to hit.
Yeah, that ain't hit me.
Okay. Yeah, so he just kind of shoots an arrow down. He, it doesn't really seem like he. It's more like cover fire to slow you guys down, and then he's gonna disappear again. So
He's like the guy behind
last
the
you saw
couch,
him
just
was
like
over here.
putting the gun over the couch and just shooting randomly.
Okay.
Blindly shoots his bow downwards.
Yeah, this feels like a really embarrassing playthrough of Uncharted right now.
Okay, so that's the goblin. The orcs are gone for now. I mean, for all intents and purposes, as far as you guys can tell, the goblin is gone too. He's just run off. And you can actually hear footsteps of the goblin leaving. So he's not really trying to be stealthy at this point. So I think we can safely play you guys out of combat unless there's something else you guys are trying to do.
I'm gonna try and chase after him. I'm gonna do the reverse of what I did going this way.
Okay.
Running back up into the cables and dashing across the room.
Okay. What is your total speed doing that?
90 total.
Okay, so 15. And then how acrobatic are you being?
Well, I am, again, in order to maximize speed, I'm gonna try and dash
Run across the
tightrope
table?
walking. Yeah,
Okay. Can I get a acrobatics
Another-
check?
acrobatics.
Can you make it? It's still going to be a fairly high DC, but can you make it with advantage since you've run on these ropes before and you kind of got a feel for it now?
Cool.
You
All
feel
right.
like you'd be a quick study.
Yeah. All right. So that is 24.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so distance gets kind of funny. You're making it. This is about 30 feet, 60 feet, 90 feet. I'll say you can get to here, and you can, with that, jump the remainder distance to the platform. That'll be the end of your movement, though.
Do I have eyes on the guy?
No.
No. Okay.
So you can see that this kind of like the water or like the this platform here kind of goes like this, and then a wall kind of shows up. So this is, he's kind of
Okay.
tucked down. You can see that it kind of like ends and that there's a hallway that he would have followed.
Okay. All right. I'm going to yell down to the group. I can't see him. I think he's around the bend, further down the tunnel up here.
Well, stay there, Mirth, and hopefully you'll be able to warn us if he brings any friends back with him.
We'll
All
catch him. You're fast. Good luck.
Got to.
I
Yuck,
am very
is there
fast.
anyone in that pit?
I look down in the pit.
Yes. So in these pits, there are about 10 people.
Each
They're
or in
kinda-
total?
total. Between the, there's probably like three and two of them, four and a third, and two of them are empty. They're kind of scared, of course. They're huddled mostly. They've been dealing with these orcs. They're kind of just still waiting to make sure that the action has died down. No one's really addressing you yet.
I'd like to investigate the boat before we go any further.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Um,
it helps these people out.
You're
Yuck, take my rope here. And I just kind of shrug my backpack onto the ground as I start looking into the boat.
okay.
It's more
In
of a
this boat,
fanny pack, really.
it's a rickety boat, kind of dingy rowboat size. You can see two oars in it. There's kind of a pile of rope at the front. It's tied onto the wall pretty tight. It's rocking back and forth pretty hard in the waves of the water coming in and out.
2 questions.
Yes.
1, do I recognize anything unique about the boat that would tell me where it originates? Is this goblin made? Is this something else from somewhere else? Does it look like it's been stolen and is in disuse, or is it, in rather pristine condition? And what direction is the water flowing, and about how strong? That's the
Okay.
things I should know in my investigation.
Okay.
I want to know if there are any squid or fish in the water.
Can I get an investigation check from you?
4.
Okay.
dark, it's a
Yeah,
little
it's a little dark.
You're
You can
indeed staring at water.
guess with a 4. You can guess that this boat is if it was some fancy elven make, you would notice. It's not. It looks probably human made. It looks like it was probably stolen a long time ago and has been
It's
beat up
especially boaty.
a lot. Can I also get a nature check for the water? Just to see. Like, you can tell
Nature
what you
or
can tell
survival?
either. You can do either one.
Survival's a touch better.
Yeah, I'll give you survival for it.
11. No, actually 12.
So you can tell that the ocean is this way, kind of rotated, but it's this way. And basically this is a platform on the water, but the water continues in a straight channel into the kind of cliff face and toward the ocean for as far as you can see.
And the direction it's flowing is towards the ocean?
This is the ocean. So the water swells with the waves and sloshes back and forth, but it is sea level. It's not like flowing. It's not like a river that's connected to the ocean. It is the ocean. Another thing you're going to notice just in the boat and searching around it, you will find a rolled up scroll tucked away in kind of a box that looks like it's there to keep water from splashing on things like scrolls. And in that scroll, you will find a map. So let me throw that in the Discord for you
Ping.
guys.
Aberforth, I found a map, it looks like here. I'll have you look at it once we're no longer in danger of being shivved, if you don't mind, but remind me to hand you this map once we have a moment.
But if you say so, I suppose I can lend one of my many skills toward this endeavor.
You've traveled more than I have. That's all.
Ooh, officially
You're also
maps.
older than me.
There is your map.
Ooh, elevation
Of
and such.
Ketuun. So again, you guys are in Port Townsend. But this is just a navigational map of the area.
Mm-hmm. The white lines are rivers, yes?
Yeah.
If we look at it carefully, we'll see like little icons, maybe a couple spots where we can fast travel.
Yeah.
Portals.
Yeah. So you guys have a map of the world now.
Cool.
And
This is a nice upgrade of the last one. It's
yeah,
cool.
the other one I had to. This is all in layers, so I could just strip away all the detailed parts. So you
By
guys
the
can
way,
take a look.
approximately how big is this landmass? Like, is this a small island or is this like a country?
This is like small continent. Maybe like Australia.
Okay.
Australians might take offense to that. We do have some Australian listeners. Australia is a mighty continent.
It is the
Not small
smallest
at all.
continent. Continents are defined. Islands are defined as masses that are smaller than Australia.
And if you're in Australia, good day, mate.
We're
eye.
evening.
Yeah, so kind of large island to small continent.
Sweet.
Hmm.
Well,
All right then.
So you find that map.
The Ketuunian subcontinent.
Yes. What is everyone else doing?
I'm going to run around the
Here.
corner to see if I can get eyes on the goblin, or if he's just completely absconded, or like what.
So if you were dashing, like you can't see him. You can still hear him. He's definitely like, assuming you haven't really taken a break to talk with him too long, you can still hear him. So if you want to run after him, you've got your speed boost. You get the impression that you could.
So what I want to do is I'm going to move 15 feet to this corner, look around, and see if I can spot him.
You can't see him. This corridor just kind of like,
Lines.
yeah, it's not clear cut tunnels. It's kind of wavy tubes. So you can hear that he's still there, still running, and like hear like heavy footsteps, but
Yeah,
you
so
don't get direct eyes on him.
yeah, I'll do one full turn dashing down that way to see him. I'm doing a Han Solo. I'm not yelling and screaming like he is, but I'm doing like a charging down, swords in hand,
Uh-huh.
seeing if I can catch up. But if I can't catch up within a turn or so, I'm not going to proceed too much further. I don't want to get too far
Okay.
away from my compadres.
So I didn't realize they get budget cunning action. So they are slower than you. You can catch up to him. He got a bit of a head start. You'd probably catch up to him in 2 or 3 rounds. If you
Yeah.
chase after him, you can tell that, it's like,
That's a good,
No.
like, me moving at my full 90-foot speed is the 3 rounds. That's a good, like 270 feet away from my good friends.
yeah,
But
it'd be kind of quick, but you'd be far away to have to backtrack. You would
Yeah.
not be really.
at any point during this round of chasing after him, do I get like a line of sight on him? Like the first round of chasing after him?
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm going to spend the first round chasing after him. And if I can
Okay.
see him any point during that first round, I'm going to firebolt. Or within,
See.
like, I guess the first half of my movement.
Yeah, in the first dash, you would be able to get line of sight of him.
Okay.
It kind of gets wider to so you're kind of in a narrow like 5 foot, but then it gets to like 10 or 15 foot
Okay.
corridor without
I'd have to
being
get
like wide open yet.
my dash in order to be able to see him, though.
Yes.
Or can
You'd
I?
have
Yeah,
like
all right.
1 turn dashing, you can see him, but you wouldn't be in melee range.
All right. I'm going to continue dashing. I'm going to send Mirth back. I'm going to say, Wit back. Hey, Wit, you go back and tell
Okay.
them I'm not dead. And he'll go, wah, wah, crying as a crow or as a raven, and then fly off, having telepathically affirmed my message.
Okay, so now, yeah, I'm gonna kind of break out of combat too,
Sure.
since it's more of a chase than a great combat.
Skill challenge.
Yeah. So what is your intent with chasing this goblin? Are you just trying to silence him? Or are you trying to?
Yeah, I don't want him bringing his friends to pull us down or to I guess regroup and attack
Right.
against
You don't
us.
want him to let. Okay. So
Yeah,
okay.
we have civilians that we're rescuing. We don't want to be waylaid by a horde of orcs or goblins in the
Okay.
midst of that.
Great. So you can kind of tell that he is running up, like not to the heart of town. You've seen the heart of the city this way where you've labeled exit. He's going more kind of parallel to that. So what are you gonna do to try to catch up to him? One at a time. Look at your skills. Look at what you got.
Yeah, so I guess like spells wise,
Come on, wizard, what you got?
I burned through my spell slots. So
Even just like, are you gonna fire a firebolt to kind of like make some hazard in front of him or
yeah, or
things like
like a
that?
minor illusion or something like that.
Okay.
But it depends on like minor illusion's only 30 feet. If I can get like a line of sight on him in order to be able to fire a firebolt, I will do that.
Yeah.
But you know what? It depends on how close I get because my best bet of stopping him cold is to get him in melee range so that he can't continue to dash away. So it depends on like how windy this is. If I can like
So
parkour
it's
my way through this tunnel, like running on walls and jumping over boulders and stuff like that, and get
yeah.
a little bit of extra
So
like gains. That's
right.
best.
I think so. This is, his home turf.
Hmm.
But there are some straightaways. So in this chase, you guys are fluctuating between, like maybe even as close as 15 feet away, but then going back to, more like 45 feet away.
Hmm.
So if you're looking for a time where you're within 30 feet of him, you can definitely get that. But then he'll duck into some really windy spot and gain some more distance on you. But then there'll be a straightaway where you can catch up to him with your faster speed. So there's definitely room there for different distances.
Okay.
We're
So
improvising, so you can. If you need to knock crates in front of him, there can be crates in front of him.
right. So yeah. So like if I get close enough, if I see any kind of advantageous thing, like if I can like shoot down a candelabra from the ceiling and have it fall on him, I will do that. Or like knock down like if there's a crate suspended in a net, I can like
Sure,
blast it and have it
there's a
explode
crate.
in front of him.
Sure, there's a crate suspended in a net in front of him. You're gonna attack it with a firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay, make a roll.
Yes, 19. Actually, sorry, 20.
Okay,
Not that. Dirty
okay,
20.
dirty 20. Awesome. So it's gonna fall. He's gonna kind of fall right in front of him. He's gonna scramble over, but he's gonna kind of get caught in the net. He's a little bit closer to you. You're now kind of fluctuating between like 10 and 20 feet in front of him. Actually, can you make an athletics check just to make sure? I'm assuming you're gonna mirthfully leap over this crate that you've knocked in front of yourself.
Yeah. Can I acrobatics it? Because I'm better at
Yeah,
that.
yeah, acrobatics with.
Ooh, that's 19 plus 9, so 28.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's enough acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay.
Me
So
good at
yeah,
acrobatics while dancing.
you're like right catching up to him. What are you gonna do to get that last like 10 feet of catching up to him?
All right. What do I have that I could use here?
Again, you can make up stuff in the train if it
Uh,
makes sense. Candelabra, maybe not, but crates suspended by nets, I'll give you.
All right. Folks chasing down the tunnel. Maybe there's like a support strut. No, I don't want to blast something again. I want to do something more creative.
You had minor illusion as an idea.
Yeah. So maybe like I'll like call out, I don't know, call out something distracting to get his attention, and then like minor illusion, like a big, tall, burly orc, in front of him, like hunched over with like a big club or something like that to like get him to
Uh-huh.
arrest his movement.
Okay. Can
And
I get a spell, like a spell attack, basically? Or what's your spell DC? Let's do that.
it is 14.
Ooh, Natural 2 on the goblin. He is, gonna get freaked out by that. Kind of try to skid himself to a stop, and you'll be able to catch up to him.
And then I'll like booming blade him to whenever I get into melee range.
Yeah, you're face to face with him. He's kind of like skidded on the floor. He's probably prone after, kind of picture the sliding to his stop. Kind of falling in front of this orc.
Yeah, I don't think we need 2 hostages or 2 informants, so I'll just like I'll rather than having to haul him back, I'm just gonna, coup de grace him and get it over with.
Okay. You filthy invaders. And you can just execute him. He's pretty helpless on the ground here.
You shouldn't have run, and
He'll try to spit in your face. He kind of knows he's done. He's no Tybalt. He's more
brave.
feisty and he's gonna go out now or run away, but he's not gonna work for you guys.
Right. And then I'll just quickly like do a investigate check on his body, and then actually, you know what? He's pretty small, right? Not a big guy. I'm just gonna pick him up and just like carry him back to the cavern, so there's not a miscellaneous goblin corpse lying in the hallway.
Okay.
And then you guys can go on and do your thing. I'll psychically tell Wit that I got the goblin and I'm on my way back, so that he can like he'll peck at. He can't talk, but he'll like cry a happy cry, a laugh. Which is with which I guess Danyan would know as the standard affirmation, like everything's okay. Kind of.
Oh, good. Okay.
Opposed to the crying. If he cries, then it's bad. I'm in trouble.
So at this point, well, as you can see, we've been chatting real quick. While Giek is getting people out of the pits and assessing injuries and stuff like that, I'm gonna call out Tybalt. Tybalt, come here, Tybalt.
Oh, I was
You do
hoping you'd
recognize
forget
that I
about
shot-
Tybalt.
Well, listen. I'm sure you're aware that I totally saved your sorry ass by shooting that orc that was staring you down and ready to slice you open. And since we decided to take most of the danger here, and you didn't do a whole lot, I believe you owe us a little bit of action. So, here's my idea. Perhaps, and Sir Aberforth, you correct me if you think this is incorrect, but perhaps we can send the more injured and sickly out via this boat here, and that way we don't have to worry about anyone slowing us down unnecessarily, and you can accompany them to ensure that they get outside safely. If you can do that, then I will be considering you out of our debt, and you can move about your merry way. So, Aberforth, what do you think of this?
I'd say that would be fair enough. I say while like feeling through a dead orc's pockets.
Do they even have pockets?
It would be great if one of your normal-sized people would help me.
I'm sure it would.
sorry.
Give me a moment. Very busy.
Literally the smallest, weakest person is just trying to like tie ropes and help people out of the holes while everything else is going on.
Okay.
I'll be there, young Dragonborn. One moment.
Don't be hasty. They're not going to die in the next 2 minutes. I think.
That sounds like a true hero talking.
Don't you forget it.
I don't know if I think the people might be scared of goblins, but I can lead them out of the water. I think you don't think that ship will tip over, do you? I don't know how to swim.
Well, here's the great thing about it. We'll tell them that you're leading them to safety, and if they murder you, that they'll have no one to lead them. We'll also tell them that if you should try something stupid, they just have to push you in the water. That way, everyone's happy, no one does anything stupid, and everyone goes home happy-go-lucky with all their fingers and toes.
How about the I think some of them are good enough to take the boat themselves. How about I'll just go jump in one of the holes and you guys won't have to worry about me, okay?
No,
I'll just be in one of the pits. That'll be a good place for Tybalt. Tybalt likes the pits.
I'm sure you'll like the boat as well. Think of it as a floating pit. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna try and grapple him, pick him up, and set him in the boat.
Yeah.
And just like set him in the boat and gently just push it slightly away from the dock. Not enough that it's actually impossible for anyone of normal stature to step across, but just enough there's a little bit of water he can see.
Okay.
Like a foot.
Yeah, he's not gonna fight you on the grappling. He'll kind of be like, "Oh, okay." You kind of like grab him by his wrist, like he's a petulant child. And
Set him in the boat. Just push the boat
yeah, like
just
you
about a
sit
foot away from the
here.
dock.
Oh god, he's kind of like looking at the water, trying to figure out exactly what he can do. He's like, "Okay."
And then Wit goes and sits on his shoulder and starts picking at his face. Very close to his eyes in a kind of menacing way.
He's like wincing.
He's just
Like,
cleaning
"Hello."
you. Anyways, I'm coming, Gyuk. I'm coming. Assist Gyuk in trying to empty everyone out of the holes. How many survivors are we looking at here?
There
10.
are 10 people.
How many of them are looking ready to run? How many of
Like,
them are looking injured or sickly?
Should also ask them how many were taken away. 'Cause we know some of them got away, but some are also being potentially traded. Should get some
so
intel out of them.
there's one that looks like he's got a nastier cut on his leg. Not like life threatening, but probably doesn't want to walk very far. Are you gonna ask him how many got away?
Aberforth, I believe that you're better with people than I am. Well, I'll be just helping Gyuk pull people out while Aberforth is questioning them.
Right, before I do I get any? Do I see any stray pieces of copper or anything else on these guys?
Can I get an investigation check? I know, was it just you or was someone else also trying to search the bodies?
It was just him.
Okay. Yeah, can I get an investigation check for you?
4.
Can I
Can I
actually
even find pockets?
Yeah, there's just actually so many flaps and tatters and things that you just can't. There's like everything's a pocket. It's made out of pockets. It's all kind
It's a
of
loincloth made out of
patchcloth,
seized
like
pockets.
well, it's like kind of layers on to, it's kind of cold in the cave, so you got lots of like layers of cloth that's been like sewn together and ripped and sewn together again and ripped. You can't find anything of value. That the orcs were carrying great axes, but they're pretty rusty and
And tomorrow you'll remember that they're looking at a loincloth, so why would there be pockets? You'll only remember this tomorrow.
Yeah, for now, totally focused on trying to find stuff.
It's like a
All right,
kilt.
so
It has a little
Okay.
like pocket pouch in the front.
I mean, aren't there some RPGs where like you kill a bear and it has like 12 gold on it?
Oh yeah.
You never know.
you never know. Get a
So,
gold
anyways,
collar.
with that more or less out of the way, everyone is going to go to the prisoners. And now remind me what it is that we're looking to get out of them.
We're rescuing them.
I think he wanted to ask
If anyone was
how many
not
escaped,
well.
because they knew that one escaped.
All right. So, first of all, important things out of the way. You're welcome. My name is Sir Aberforth. These are my associates. Now, in order for us to rescue you properly, there is a quick interrogation procedure. This is very standard processing. The sooner we get through this, the quicker that we'll be able to escort you efficiently and safely out of this rather nasty rat hole.
Oh, I don't think he's any better tn the orcs.
You just
What do
hear
you throw
Gyuk
down a
saying,
rope?
"It's called an interview, not an interrogation."
Yes, yes, exactly. What I said, interview. That's what I said. Anyhow, just to double check, it seems that most of you have everything intact. Were there more of you earlier who were in here, or was it just the 10 of you who were enslaved?
There were 2 that got away before we were put in the pits.
Okay, were there any other groups of slaves you're aware of?
That's all we saw. We
Okay.
haven't been here long. We've been about just a night or so.
Okay, and when did they pick you up from?
I was on the beach. How was everyone else at? Oh, I was walking through the streets. I was just minding my business in one of the alleys, just walking home. You get multiple answers. They all seem to be kind of by the beach area, by the partying area. You missed that in the very first session, but there was a festival and they were all kind of grabbed
Okay.
out and about in the aftermath of that after things were dying down.
Okay, grabbed in the shuffle. Um, in that case, was there anything else you noticed? Anything perhaps about those taking you? Maybe someone very large had a sash that said tribe leader or anything else?
Oh
Anyone who
no,
looked like they might have been in charge?
I think that orc over there was the one in charge. One of them kind of like tries to. One of the taller one kind of peeks out and points toward one of the dead orcs. They talked, they were only complaining about the, the pay for us. They said we were to be shipped off to Bakar. Uh, that's about all we picked up.
See, have you heard word of anyone else being picked up for slavery before you?
Oh well, Bakar is known for its slaving. I didn't know that Snatchers had made it up to these parts, though. That's fairly new.
I'd love to continue the history lesson, but if you don't mind, rather get out of here before more friends show up. Is anyone here unable to walk or feeling otherwise like they'll be best served by accompanying my small goblinoid assistant here via an aquatic transport?
Oh, sorry, what was that? You're talking a bit more fancy than I know. John over there's got a nasty cut on his leg.
To put it shortly, the short fellow owes me his life, and is also terrifyingly afraid of water. He has offered, in exchange for his life debt to be expunged, to guide you out via boat if you're unable to walk. Now, obviously, there's limited space, and, to be quite honest, I'm sure that some of you are rather injured or otherwise feeling that it would be better to accompany him. Now, like I said, he's terrified of water. And I've told him that as long as he's a good boy, you will not push him into the water, but if he does something stupid, you will.
Is
And he also owes me his life, as I said once again, and he just wants to be free of that life debt. So, ask again, who'd like to go on a boat ride?
is there any other way out?
By foot, yes, but this
With
boat ride is
the
most likely going to be
orcs?
free of. Well, you see, if we go back by foot, there's a chance we may run into some orcs. The boat ride, there's at least a lower chance of there being other goblinoids, except for our friend Tybalt here. Tybalt, raise
When
your hand and wave.
when you mentioned that there might be orcs walking back, everyone else shoots up their hand for they want to go on the boat.
How many will this boat carry, approximately?
Let's see.
I'm planning on sending women or older folk or children if there's any.
Yeah, and honestly, you're kind of thinking about it, looking at this group, you're kind of confused, like how much value this group would have as slaves. There's, maybe two like able-bodied men. There's a couple of maybe 13-year-olds. There's an old man who's probably around 65, not like very old, but up looking up there. So there's two more able-bodied men that you think would probably be fine sneaking back uh through the caves. You think you could probably fit the rest of them in the boat with Tybalt. The kids don't take up much space. The boat is fairly big.
All right. Well, women, children, and all such, go ahead and jump on into the boat. Tybalt, crawl your way to the front. I know you're afraid of water, but just, you're the guide. You must be up front. All of the rest of you men, we're gonna head out as soon as I kick this boat off. If there's anyone who needs to say goodbyes, do it now.
Oh no, I don't know anyone there. I can wait. Yeah,
Good.
we don't know each other.
Good, 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 good. Fantastic. Anyhow, Tybalt, don't do something stupid. I know you don't like water.
Just in that moment, I come over around the corner, throw a goblin corpse on the ground, plonk down from the top floor
Uh-huh.
to further punctuate the point.
Oh, so you did get him. Good. I was a little worried. You were taking so long to get distracted. Never mind. It's not pertinent. Anyhow, I'm gonna draw a dagger, cut the boat free. It's a shame to waste good rope, but and then I'm gonna take that same dagger, hand it to one of the men, and say, "All right, one of you who can see in this bloody darkness, please lead on. I can't see a wink once we get away from the torches."
Oh, I can see okay in the dark. One of them says. He looks kind of half elf.
Well, jolly good for you.
You can
Um,
grab some weapons off of the goblinoids and hand them to the peoples. I think we should probably toss a few weapons to the people in the boats too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a
yeah.
bad
We are
plan.
creating a well-regulated militia.
Well,
um,
as much as I trust Tibble, he has flipped once, with very little resistance. So,
So he's super loyal.
Wait.
okay. Yeah, they happily accept some weapons, and the two men seem kind of antsy to get going. They feel prepared. I think we're ready to head out. Can you guys point us, do you know, a faster way than the way we came? It sounded like there's only a bit of time where those I know all the goblins ran off one way. I don't know when they'll be back, but is there another way out?
so we know the way back to the main entrance, right?
So you know, kind of when you first went into the cave, session 1, there was kind of the straight shot to the kind of cavern where the city's kind of built into the sides of the cavern. And then you know that there is the other route past the wasps and giant snails.
Right. Which we probably don't want to take civilians through. That would be probably bad. But then taking them to the Goblin City is probably not so great either.
If we go past the wasps, it'll be harder for anyone to follow us.
That's true, but flying creatures make it easier for. Oh, anyways, I'm gonna grab the bow and pass it off to the elven guy, the one from one of the goblin ones, the half elf.
Mhm.
I presume you know how to use a bow. I know it's a stereotype, but yeah.
Yeah, I've wielded one before. Go hunting on
Yep.
occasion.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Very
I'm
good.
disappointed in your narrow-minded thinking. Everforth says as he puts his bow back in the quiver.
Who has dark vision, first of all?
I do.
I do as well.
Can I get a perception check from Aberforth and a perception check with advantage from Gyuk?
I'm like super blind right now.
I'll have pulled out my bullseye lantern if we're going to the dark spots again.
Yeah, it's kind of well lit here. There's
Ooh.
torches, but
18 total.
I got a 10.
okay. So Gyuk, you are gonna notice down the waterway, you can see kind of reflections. The water kind of messes with the light, especially as it sloshes. So it kind of makes that pattern on the ceiling of the water surface, and on the far side of the ocean cavern here, there are some kind of wooden planks that have been pounded into the wall. You guys didn't really think too much of it. There's wood planks pounded into everything here. But you were going to notice a pair of eyes looking at you, looking directly at you. And you're going to recognize that these are kobold eyes. They aren't doing, they're kind of in the dark. They're pretty far away, but you can see the reflection in their eyes kind of lit up. And you particularly notice that these are kobold eyes.
Thank you for listening. If you like what you've heard and want to support, consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and the rest of it. The gesture may seem small, but it makes a big difference. For more information about the show, you can visit our website at arcaneintelligence.com. If you're interested in chatting it up with the cast and other like-minded enthusiasts about all things RPG, consider joining our friendly Discord server. Links are available in the description. Well, that's it. See you in 2 weeks.